Of course, it hasn't always been a proverbial rose patch.
Sure it hasn't.
I tried.
Yes.
No, I mean, really.
I mean, yes, I'm sure. Yes, I know. Understand. I sympathise.
I don't need sympathy,
Alright, empathise.
but I want you to understand.
Mother, I was involved. Surely you can recall that far back.
There's no need for sarcasm. I want you to understand.
I'm not blaming.
To hear my side of the
I
story.
said I'm not blaming.
For balance, it's important.
Will you hear me? I'm not taking sides. You're old and mature enough to sort this out. You need to talk to him, tell him how you feel. Discuss it. You forget, being an adult means I now rationalise in a way I couldn't as an 8-year-old child.
8. Why 8? Why 8-year-old?
Surely you know.
Why ask if I knew? Why? Why?
Because of that. Then.
What?
This. Your illness.
I got ill when you were 6 or 7.
And the problems really kicked in
Problems?
when I was 8.
8? I haven't always needed this much attention. Not in those days.
You and Dad.
I don't know what you're referring to.
Oh, don't be obtuse. Look, I'm well aware that this hasn't just blown up.
Of course it has. Enough's enough.
It's been going on since then, surely.
I could have walked. Yeah. Way back when. Maybe should have.
Inappropriate, Dad.
What? Walked? It's gone. Left. It's walked out.
Out. Abandoned us. Me.
I didn't.
But you thought about it.
Oh yes. I'm sure I'm not alone. I mean, other parents must have considered it.
What? When Mum got ill? At 8, 9, 10? When? Bad enough now, coming to terms with. But back then, thinking of taking away everything your kid thinks is secure. I can learn to love you individually. But that's not it. I'm a child. I'm your child. You want two parents together to live collectively. To have that feeling of completeness, togetherness, bonding. To be able to face the world, not feeling as naked as I am right now. Do you get that?
So why inappropriate? I didn't go.
That wasn't a reference to Mum's illness.
No, that would be dreadful. How could you? No.
So what are you going to do?
Do?
Tell him, Dad.
I think he already knows. Something he said. I think I'm wasting my time here.
That was about him getting extra help. Respite, time for himself.
I'm not an invalid. He has all the time in the world.
Don't be silly. You can't believe that. I can't believe you said that. He spends his whole life looking after you.
Smothering me.
You need a serious look at this.
It's your mother that you're talking to.
Yeah, who's acting like a spoiled brat.
Watch your mouth.
You don't get this, do you? I'm not the child right now. Tell him how things are. Tell him that something needs to change in order to make life more tolerable, easier for both of you. Grow up.
Too late.
It's not too late. We can all change if we try hard enough.
It's too late. I've already decided. I'm going.
Going where?
Going. Leaving. Vamoose.
Don't be ridiculous.
Never more serious.
In your condition?
3 or 4 weeks.
Why?
Life is boring. He's got it all routined. I appreciate what he's done, but that's all. Clockwork, timetables.
Appreciate.
Yes! Appreciate. I never liked routines. I still love, excitement, thrills.
You're not a good dad. Is that it?
I do love him. Just not as I first did.
Then how?
I do love him. Like a cousin, a best friend, dependable, solid. Not stimulating.
Nietzsche felt that love was built on friendship. Yours?
Of course. But it's no longer got sparks for me.
So?
I need sparks. That spark.
When will you tell him?
Be instructing it in my head
When?
when I'm ready to.
Before you go. Please.
I've already started it.
What? What?
You know I can't write, rush things. Takes time these days. Writing.
A note?
Letter.
A fucking note?
Letter. Letter.
15 years of looking after you, day and night, and you can't even face him.
It's not at all easy.
Too right, and then all you can do is leave him a scrappy little note. Hallelujah.
Letter. I'll try to explain everything.
Who to? Because I'm certainly not getting it.
Give my reasons what I want to happen in the future. The house. Everything.
The house? You want the house? Without being able to walk, you certainly know how to kick someone when they're down.
Did my share when I could.
It's Dad's house too, you know. And mine. And Lizzie's. What we all think of as our home.
You left. Both of you.
That's not the point. You once knew
More than that.
more.
More than you.
Are you saying that Dad isn't my real father? That I've got sisters or brothers? Older?
No. Neither. None of that.
Then I really don't need to know about your intimate love life before Dad.
No.
Or with Dad. Keep it private.
You need to know this.
No, I don't.
We were married.
Who?
We were. I was married to him before I met your father.
And this is who you want to shack up with. Again.
How does he know about it? Did you tell him?
He'd worked it out.
He must have known. Maybe he's always known.
It's like being little, young. It was my spring. And you're both in autumn. Winter's way off yet. Yet the sun isn't shining on me now. And what's supposed to be my summer isn't happening. It's gone. Not here.
Why would someone in her position want to leave?
No idea. I'm not a go-between.
Fed, dressed, cared for, love? Why?
Who knows? Exhilaration? Escapism? Desire? Not suicide. More like emigrating, you know, less final.
Exhilaration? She's in a wheelchair, for Christ's sake.
Dad, you're calm.
Sorry. That's fine. It's that's the problem. It's not fine at all.
That security you crave. Desperately crave. As a child, all you want is a nuclear family. Nucleus family. A unit around which life exists. And surely as a child, that's all you want. And, even though I am grown, the child in me still wants his nucleus. Grow up. Grow up. Grown up? Why can't we keep our innocence? The boy is still here inside the man, no matter how hard we try to pretend he's become this beast he's turned into. This unpleasant state, adulthood. And then the so-called adults, you supposedly mature beings, you tear my heart apart. You're splitting my nucleus. You're separating and essentially piss on every plan I've ever made, every memory I've ever had, so my head isn't clear anymore. It's muddy. It's waterlogged, piss-logged by your self-centered, self-concerned actions. Perhaps that's what gives birth to this disconnection. This sense that you, me, we're not related. Just people I know through memories. Or maybe it's what generates thoughts that if this is what being a child and being a parent is about, then why would I want to inflict such pain upon another human being? Why want kids? Why have kids? Let the human race die out. The world might be better off for it. But that's adults for you though, isn't it? As a child we're told to play nicely, to share, not to say hurtful things, and then as adults we do the exact opposite. But there, you're not adults. You're not mature. You're children. That bloody woman's children. That whole generation of me, in consideration. And you, my child, should go and fuck yourself.
You left years ago. Redecorated your room. You've seen it.
It's still my room.
Mother's guest room.
In here, when I think about being a child at home, in that room.
It's just memories. We keep memories because we can't hold on to reality. It lives in the past.
Like you ripped the head off my old bear.
I could never do that.
One of you could stay.
Those good recollections you and I have of that time, then, they're going. They're not forgotten, of course, but they're going slowly, replaced by bruised by vivid memories. The reminders of pain, and I can feel them. They're like bruises, they're physical, contained in my body. And I've come to accept and decided time to be released.
Back into the wild, eh?
I'm not looking for an excuse to sleep around. The opposite. Peace. Freedom. Relaxation. The opportunity to not be a sex machine.
Routine sex, eh? Hey, crazy papa, get up off of that thing.
There's no need. There's really no need.
James Brown. Song, lyric, attempt at humour, try and release some attention.
Fail.
Miserably, obviously.
Quite the opposite. I'm not laughing out loud.
Me neither.
I don't want to deny you your happiness, but I don't have to be happy for you.
I wish you were. It couldn't be.
You know that's not possible.
Not today. One day. It's possible.
No. You undermine my being, dismantle my adolescence, my childhood, and you expect me to be happy for you? I assumed you were getting some way sorting this out. I thought I saw you being civil to me for a moment. Played ping pong when I was a kid, it's being played again now. And here I came around thinking you'd be happy for me. Stupidly.
Because
But you've now started out that relationship.
you and Dad do squash now.
Grown up ping pong.
What happened?
Gone.
I didn't.
You knew when there'd been problems, and then we sorted them out. We didn't.
You do everything for her. I could better if it was you that had left.
Me too.
I wasn't being sarcastic.
Nor me.
But after everything, gone, and after last time, what? Forgiveness? And
And here's the rest of life. Single life. Single man. Single parent. So how was your holiday?
never mind that. Did you
last time.
No.
With the note.
Note.
Alright, so I probably am more concerned about Mum. I mean, when I was a child I was always close to my dad, but she needs my support now.
Except, you redefine the term mummy's boy. If your mother says jump, you don't even bother to ask how high. You just keep bouncing so you get just a little bit higher than last time. Boing, boing, boing.
That's not entirely true.
Mind your head on the ceiling.
Stop it.
Watch out for that jet.
She needs my support now. And Dad.
Do they have postcards on the moon?
At least my parents stuck together up till now. Mum wasn't slanging around with someone not much older than you. I think we better go on it.
Fine. You've made it obvious what your feelings like. Our relationship clearly means zilch to you.
What?
I have to admit, I can't compete. I clearly don't have the power of maternity.
I meant just let's call a truce.
Just give me a few days to sort things out.
That's what I meant. Just have some time before we say something.
I'll need some help. My brother, Mum's boyfriend.
We don't need anyone's.
Just a few days.
What are you saying?
I think that's obvious.
No, it isn't. I didn't mean.
And this has been building up for a while.
Are you?
This is what you want.
That's not what I said.
Subconsciously, I think you've made it quite clear, obvious in fact.
When?
A phrase like, let's call that it, usually helps.
I never said. I never meant. Would you stop with your freaking mind reading? Always trying to second guess. Always interpreting what I'm saying. It's wearing me out. I just need some support and all I'm getting is angst.
Angst? This is the end of my ideal relationship we're talking about here.
Can't be that ideal then, can it?
See? You don't care.
It's you getting the wrong end of the stick.
Me? You wouldn't have said any of that if you cared. Again? Well, even if you didn't mean what you said before, you're really saying what you mean now.